Welcome back to Smarter Green Living. One of the biggest mistakes people make when trying to live more sustainably is assuming that anything labeled eco-friendly, natural, green, environmentally friendly or sustainable is automatically a smart thing to buy. And honestly, I understand why that happens. The PR is everywhere. You walk into a shop, scroll online, or watch a home and lifestyle video, and suddenly everything seems to come with an environmental sustainability story attached to it. A toothbrush is now responsibly made, a kitchen brush is now plant-based, a new gadget that saves energy, and without even realizing it, sustainable living starts to feel less cost-effective. This is a trap. Sustainability is about longevity, reducing waste, and about stopping you from buying things you never really need in the first place. In this video, I will go through 5 categories of eco-friendly labelled products that I personally would not rush to buy. I am not saying these products are pointless or telling you to ignore your environmental impact or the manufacturer. This is more about being more disciplined, because truth is, some products marketed as environmentally friendly can still lead to unnecessary spending, increased carbon footprint, duplicated purchases, weakened long-term value, and sometimes almost no meaningful environmental benefit at all. The first category is trendy reusable products that solve a problem you may not have. Now, this is probably one of the most common areas where people accidentally turn sustainability into overconsumption, because reusable products sound responsible, and to be fair, many of them can be useful. Reusable water bottles help lower single-use plastic. Reusable coffee cups, food containers, cloth shopping bags, refill bottles, washable cloths, lunch boxes, and metal straws are all practical, which means the problem is not the word reusable. The problem is when reusable becomes trendy enough that people start replacing perfectly usable things just for the hype. That is when it starts going wrong. For example, imagine someone already owns a functioning water bottle, plenty of food containers, shopping bags at home, mugs, cutlery, a lunch carrier bag, clean cloth bags and storage jars. Then they discover a highly curated sustainable essentials collection online. Suddenly the pressure is not just to reduce waste, but to own the right version that translates to lower carbon footprint. Suddenly they now want the matching bottles, neutral-toned jars, the eco-travel kit, the glass containers with bamboo lids, the premium refill dispensers, the branded reusable produce bags, and what started as a mindful reduction of waste turns into a new kind of overconsumption cycle. If this is you, you are not buying solutions at that point, but an aesthetic identity around sustainability. My advice: slow down. Because the right question to ask yourself is not, is this reusable? The right question is, am I replacing a wasteful habit, or am I just replacing something functional with something newer? That distinction matters. If you already have a perfect bottle in good condition, buying another bottle because it looks more eco-friendly is not necessarily helping the environment. If you already have storage containers that work, swapping them out for a more fashionable green set may not be the smarter environmental conscious move. If you already have tote bags and kept forgetting to bring them for your shopping, buying more tote bags is not helping. Simply use what you already have. Avoid duplicating things. Resist lifestyle packaging and buy only when there is a real gap to fill. Then you have made a stronger environmental decision. A reusable product only creates value if it is used consistently enough to replace a wasteful pattern. If it sits in a drawer, gets forgotten, becomes clutter, or joins a pile of similar things you already own, then it is just waste. So yes, reusable products can be helpful, but I would not rush to buy just because it sounds sustainable. What I would do is ask myself, do I own something that does this? Will I realistically use them often? Is it solving an actual waste problem? Or am I just buying a cleaner-looking duplicate? The second category is products that sound sustainable because of the material alone. This one is available almost globally. These products are marketed as bamboo, natural, plant-based, biodegradable, compostable, recycled, or responsibly sourced, and immediately you are impressed. Now, to be clear, the manufacturing materials does matter, but do not get caught because of the material claim, as it could be a marketing technique. A natural product that performs badly is not a great buy. A biodegradable item that breaks too quickly is not cost-effective. A plant-based product that needs repeated replacement may be worse in practice than a durable alternative you buy once and keep for years. Durability matters far more than many people realize. Do not commit to repeated buying. If a product sounds sustainable mainly because of what it is made from, but it has a short use life, then you need to question how strong that sustainability claim really is in practice. You are not just buying a material, you are buying performance, lifespan, maintenance, longer replacement terms, and long whole life cycle. When a product leans heavily on the material story, I ask myself, is the product durable? Does it perform well? Will I be happy using this for years? How often will I need to replace it? Am I being sold function or emotions? The third category is gimmick energy-saving products, promising major savings with very little explanation. One of the easiest misleading pieces of information, because aren't we all concerned of the incessant rise in energy bills? Now that cost of energy is high, we all understandably want quick solutions. So, if a product claims it can slash electricity use, dramatically lower energy bills, optimize your home, or save money almost instantly, wouldn't we want to believe the claims? That is why you need to think through this category carefully, because there is no energy efficiency magic anywhere. The basic thing to do is to focus on reducing heat loss, managing heating properly, improving control, using appliances wisely, maintaining systems, and paying attention to how the home behaves overall. So, the perfect claims should make you suspicious. If a small gadget is marketed as if it can transform your whole home's efficiency on its own, without addressing insulation, heating patterns, hot water use, appliance use, ventilation, controls, or building performance, then it deserves scrutiny. For example, a smart plug can absolutely be useful in some households. Why? Because it helps with control. It can help schedule device, prevent energy use from appliances that are left on unnecessarily, making energy use more intentional. However, this is very different from a fake magic device that claims to reduce energy use across the home just by existing in a socket. The truth is, one helps you manage usage, the other often relies on vague claims and consumer confusion. Anytime a product promises dramatic savings without explaining what exactly it changes or how the saving happens, what type of home it applies to, and what behavior or system it depends on, you should be cautious, because a gimmick energy-saving product will distract you from the changes that matter. So this one, I would say, do not buy the promise, investigate the mechanism first. The fourth category is replacing working appliances too early just because the newer model is marketed as more efficient. This one is delicate, as replacing an old appliance is absolutely right, but can quickly go wrong. The mistake people make is treating replacement as automatically sustainable just because the new version comes with improved efficiency claims. Buying new sustainable product is fine, but you need to think about how often the old one is used. Is it inefficient? Is it working properly? Can it be maintained or repaired? What is the replacement cost? And whether the old item is being replaced out of need or out of guilt. For example, if you have a large, heavily used appliance that is genuinely costly to run, underperforming, near failure, or clearly inefficient when compared to current alternatives, then replacement may be justified. But for many appliances, usage patterns make a huge difference too. A more efficient washing machine does not automatically guarantee better outcomes if someone continues washing in small loads, using unnecessarily hot and long cycles. A new dishwasher from an A-list brand with a better efficiency label will reduce energy use, but if it is the wrong size for the household or mostly runs half full, it is not efficient. A new appliance can be technically better and still be a wrong purchase. Before replacing a working appliance, ask yourself, is it still functioning reliably? Is it expensive to run compared with other alternatives? Is it used often enough for efficiency gains to matter? Can it be maintained or repaired? Is the new appliance the right size and type for my household? And am I replacing it for practical reasons or because marketing has made me feel left behind? The more sustainable decision can be to maintain the appliance, clean the filters, service it, improve how you use it, and replace it later at a more rational point in its life. In other cases, replacement is a smarter choice if decision is based on performance, timing, usage, and waste reduction. The fifth category includes products called regenerative. They promise more than scientific evidence proves. This is probably the broadest category of all because it can apply to almost anything. The packaging looks responsible. The branding uses earthy colours and recycled cardboards. They are described as better for the planet, sustainable choices, low impact, or cleaner, sustainable future. But when you examine them, they are overpackaged, short-lived, overpriced, or just different from the standard version. The product is not sold for performance, but as desirable, because once a purchase feels good, people stop asking questions. My opinion, you need to be almost hard on yourself to avoid these kinds of products. Before buying, ask yourself, do I need this at all? What environmental improvement will it achieve? Is that improvement specific, or is it vague? Will this last? Does it replace my wasteful habit? Would using what I already own be better? Am I buying function or identity? An eco-friendly purchase is not automatically a meaningful one. In fact, some of the most sustainable decisions people make are insatiably focused on avoidable replacement, latest trends, or just because they can afford them. Your goal should not be to buy more eco-products. Strive to become a careful, responsible buyer. Because when you buy responsibly, you create less clutter, you waste less money, and very often you make choices that are more sustainable in practice. So the next time something is sold to you as a sustainable must-have, pause before you click buy. If this kind of practical, honest, sustainable advice is useful to you, subscribe to SmarterGreen-Living for more videos on topics that matter in sustainability. And in the comments section, please tell me about any eco-friendly product you think is overhyped. Thank you for watching.